So you're a new streamer and you're trying to figure out where you should start your journey in content creating for video game. Now here's the thing. You probably know about Twitch. Cool. But as a new small gaming creator, even for myself, even on this page on YouTube, I'm also too on TikTok, which I have a good following over there. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. But here's the thing, what I've noticed most. Yes, I just started this YouTube page, hoping to grow, and I'm just starting out as well, on here at least. What I noticed, the biggest thing as a small creator or someone who's just brand new to the social media presence of trying to grow on social media. Let's talk about YouTube and TikTok. Now, TikTok, fast action content, right? You probably already have been on TikTok. You scroll, look at videos. Compared to YouTube, YouTube is not like that. Yeah, they have YouTube Shorts, but we're not talking about YouTube Shorts. We're talking about actual making videos and posting it on YouTube. YouTube is a beast. It can be hard and easy, however you want to look at it, but it's long form content, right? Pretty sure you've already been on YouTube or looked up YouTube videos about how to grow on YouTube channel or how to grow on TikTok channel, whatever the case may be. These videos are more in depth, take a little bit more time to get into, right? So they're long form content. If you're just starting out, and this is your first time ever going into any of this, I highly recommend starting out in a place like TikTok. Post your contents, keep it short, keep it simple. Look at other creators that are doing the same thing you want to do and see their growth. If you want, for an example, if you want to check me out, you can go on TikTok, look me up, Nico Drex. You can find me there. And a lot of my content is very short, under a minute. Don't get me wrong, I have done a little bit longer form content, and what I mean by that is over a minute. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But my short form content excels really well. A couple things is besides posting game clips and highlights and all that, I do tutorials or how-to guides or reactions, but I'm also adding captions, more value for them to stay on the video and keep them engaged. Versus on YouTube's a long form content. Those followers or subscribers on YouTube are there for long form content, typically are not there for short form, like YouTube Shorts. I post some YouTube Shorts to get the views, but getting the views and converting to followers, most of the time, in my opinion, those followers that are watching YouTube Shorts are not going to subscribe to you because they're just watching quick form video. They're not in there for in-depth videos. Some might work, but you get my idea. If you're new and you're starting out, highly recommend starting out into TikTok. Earlier, I was talking about Twitch. Twitch is a fantastic platform. It's well known. It's well established. We all know Twitch, especially if you're in the gaming world there, in the niche of it. But you got to look at it this way. If you're starting out and if you are currently actively being on Twitch and you're just not getting the growth and the discoverability, right, and the views, you're kind of wondering why. Well, in my opinion, there's several reasons why. Go to your favorite game, go to filters, go to low to high, and look at all those other streamers that are competing for viewership. And if you look at it, everything looks the same on that page, except the title might be a little different, but that's about it. At least on YouTube, you have options to make a good thumbnail or at least stand out and get viewers to look at your, content or your lives based off your thumbnail, for an example. So Twitch probably would not recommend starting out to get your social media gaming content out there and get your, viewers and get the eyes on your content, because your chances are you're not going to grow and get that discoverability, because it's very, very hard to grow on Twitch, in my opinion. TikTok, on the other hand, the community is there. You get a lot of an engagement over there on TikTok for live streams, for video game content. You really truly do. And that is probably hands down the best way to probably go if you're truly trying to grow your social media presence in the gaming world. Once you establish all that, then yeah, you can definitely work your way over to, let's say, YouTube or to Twitch if you're trying to, primarily be on Twitch. A lot of the gaming creators do that. They branch out, like myself, and try to grow on other platforms. But you gotta know where you start and know what type of platform you are posting on. Again, like I said, YouTube is for long form content, more in-depth videos, a little bit more into it. TikTok is very easy, post, low effort, but high engagement, high good community. You just get a lot of good return investment, if you will, into your content. So definitely recommend starting out on TikTok and then work your way onto which secondary platform you want to go on. Let me know if you want to drop your, ID, game tag, or channel ID or whatever I can find you on, either on TikTok or even here on YouTube. But again, you can find me on TikTok at Nico Drex. Find me there. You'll see my content, get some ideas. Hope this helps and gives you some kind of direction. But yeah, thank you for watching and sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the comments. And good luck on your journey.